Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. We're gonna get started here. Hello, Madison, Cameron, Lisa. Good to see you guys again. I got some cool stuff in store for you guys. While we are waiting here, I'm just gonna cover really quickly some of the items. If you haven't been in this live session in a while, or first time, or whatever that case may be, or you're watching the recording for the first time, let me cover a couple of these things for you guys. So I'm gonna hit share. Um, First of all, you guys, we're super available as a team, right? Myself, Ruben, our support staff, we love to support you guys, and we call this our partner program because we really truly want it to be a partner program, right? Beyond just a standard sort of a program where you get a link and go do your thing, right? We really want to support you guys in your own business ventures, and of course, in making money with Dubb. We all win from that. So here's what we got for you. First, email us, message us, anything that we can support with in this effort. We are your partners here. The second thing is we have a lot of pre-recorded training. I'm going to share this showcase in the link. If you're watching this in the recording and you need the link, come ask. We're going to get it to you. Otherwise, you can grab it from right here. My point is this is all the sort of entry ideas, and then all the way to the advanced ideas of how to partner with and refer and sell Dubb, right? Make recurring passive commissions with Dubb. So that's what this training showcase right here is about. A lot of the lessons that I try to provide for you guys, though, as well, are going to be even just outside of just a narrow scope of Dubb, right? A lot of the things that I want to bring to you guys are general knowledge, right? The ability to get out there and make noise, make connections, make deeper, meaningful online parasocial relationships. Of course, using video because it's the way to do it, right? Whether it's Dubb or TikTok or whatever channel you're using, that's the way people build relationships online today. So we just happen to have the technology and the infrastructure to send it via email and text and track it and stuff. So, anyways, this showcase, guys, here has the partner training. I want to cover, just recap here, some of the recent trainings so you guys are aware of what's happening. I have some in-person networking strategies that I've shared with you. For those of you that are network marketing or affiliate marketing or just any sort of networking in general, definitely check that one out. I also talked about another really popular CRM, Go High Level, and how we can integrate or replace that. I said, we will do the partnership for you, right? If you have a list, if you have some audience, if you have some people, we'll do a webinar, we'll do a YouTube video, we'll do a podcast, right? Whatever it makes sense for your audience, your business, your offer. We truly want to partner with you and make all these things available to you. We'll do videos with you. We'll send emails on your behalf or with you or for you, so on and so forth. So there's a combination of those lessons here, how you can do it yourself, how you can partner with us. And I'll put this in the chat right now. If there's any questions, comments along the way, guys, or now or whenever, drop them in, drop in the chat. Happy to discuss with any of you guys today. I don't want you to just be I mean, if you're just chilling, relaxing, watching, that's fine too, listening in the car, whatever. But if you want to participate, right? You have a question, comment, concern, you want some feedback on something, let her rip. Just after the lesson plan here. So drop them in the chat in the Q&A if you'd like, and I will address those just after we do a quick presentation here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna actually my editor will fix the rest of this. So, all right. Here is the presentation piece, guys. If you guys have seen this before, I've shown this tool. This is Gamma. It makes presentations and ebooks and stuff really, really quickly, which is going to be part of the offer, right? Whatever you're doing online, you need some lead magnets. And this is just a continuation of that, but particular for our partners. So let's go present mode. All right. So this one says, right, how network marketers, affiliates, but this is really Dubb partners, right? If you're a Dubb partner, whether you're a dedicated network marketer or a dedicated affiliate marketer, or you got your own thing going and you're doing that and you're looking to promote Dubb passively or actively, either way, this works for you. So let's get into it. The first thing, guys, other people's networks. There's some other modern terms that they don't say other people's networks. It's like something else. But that's what it's always been. Other people's networks, right? You like we if you guys aren't aware, there was a video. There's this guy Alex Hormozi, right? I mean, if you guys know him, he's a popular kind of marketer, sales guy. Then there's Tony Robbins, right? And they just connected in a YouTube video because it makes sense for both of these very connected individuals to access each other's networks, right? They probably have very different people who are following them, and it's mutually beneficial to access each other's networks. So that's the concept of this, right? You see it at the highest levels, you see it at the lowest levels. The idea is you don't have to do all the scraping and networking and connecting yourself, and you can accelerate your impressions and your audience and your fans, right, by connecting to other people's networks. And how do we do that the most effectively is through groups is a very effective way, right? Social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Reddit, Alignable, right? There's all these sort of social platforms. It doesn't have to mean the dedicated social media like a Facebook. Alignable is another community, right? There's like Reddit isn't well known, but also not well known, right? If you're not into video, like it's just written stuff on Reddit mostly. My point being is that wherever your people that you're trying to connect with, wherever they're hanging out, and I promise you, they're all over those places, right? You'll find them in TikTok, you'll find them on Reddit, you'll find them. Most groups have diversity. And so what you want to do is make sure that you are a part of those groups in these communities and where your people are living, because that is how you access other people's networks without, paying a huge money sum up front or something like that, or complicated coordination. Like LinkedIn, you can post as much as you want into groups that you're a part of. Facebook, same thing. There's some moderation, right? There's rules. You can't self-promote, which is what the rest of this presentation is going to be about, guys. The first part of this strategy, though, is connecting to other people's networks, and groups are a very powerful way to do that. It's not the only way, though. There are also online networking communities and professional communities, and like there's obviously like the real estate groups. There's obviously massive real estate pages and mortgage pages and all the professional services, right? There's groups online and on websites, on social platforms, and outside of those things, and in-person events. So this is what I'm saying is learn how to leverage other people's networks, because that's the fastest way to accelerate your own footprint, right? Grow it faster, make more impact, more connections without doing all the hard work yourself. But just connecting to the groups is the first piece. You can't go randomly spam these groups, right? You can't say, here's my link, buy my stuff. You can't do that in these groups. You'll get blocked. You'll get kicked out. The moderator won't even let your post be seen. Lots of different platforms have different regulations and things in place, but most, if not all, have some spam controls in place. So instead of being a spammer, an abuser, and the person that gets booted out or ignored in these groups, this is what I'm going to recommend instead. I'm going to recommend that you focus on building relationships just like you would in person, right? If you've ever been to a networking thing in person, right? Like high school, we've all been to high school, and you know that you didn't just walk up to somebody and say, hi, I'm going to be your friend and you're going to be in my, that's not how life works, right? And that's not how networking, marketing, or sales or anything works, right? You have to build relationships and trust with people. And an easy way to do that is through sort of give, get, right? You give something, be altruistic, give, and then when it connects to the people, they can give you something back. And I'm not saying spread yourself thin, right? And just do free work for people. And that's not at all what I'm saying. Actually, what I'm saying is the opposite. I'm saying use your talents, use this training we're talking about, the piece of technology I'm showing you right now, even, we're going to be using what's available for us to provide something of value to the people we're looking to borrow their network, right? We're looking to connect to them themselves or their networks. And in order to do that, we need a mutual exchange. And so this is where you need to focus, is the groups and what value you can provide to them. If I'm looking to connect, like I'm a real estate agent and I want to connect with other real estate agents or mortgage or title or lawyers, right? I'm a divorce attorney. I want to connect to lawyers or whatever, a divorce real estate agent. I want to connect to attorneys. So what am I bringing to the table, right? When I'm asking to join these networking groups, I'm showing up in person and I'm just like, I need your business. Right? That's not an offer. That's not something that people want to have a relationship with. They're like, oh, okay, you're just desperate for something from me and offering nothing of value. So this is the opposite of what I'm saying. Don't do that, right? Don't be the person showing up with your hands open and just saying, give me. Nobody likes those people, right? And you're not going to be invited next time. So build relationships. And what's a really easy way to do that? When you understand your audience, you understand the group that you're a part of, you also are going to have a really good idea of the problems that they have, the things that they don't know, the solutions that are right around the corner that you can introduce to them, right? All this stuff is stuff you should know about the people in your groups, because that's why you connected with those groups in the first place. So this is said a lot. It's maybe even oversaid, right? Building relationships. Yeah. It's not complicated though. You're not like, hey, I like your hair and your LinkedIn page is really cool. And like you don't have to go like that, right? It's not just like warm them with compliments or something to build the relationship. It's not like dating. It's like, hey, I think I came up with something of value. I think you might like it, and I wanted to give it to you for free. right? And they're like, well, hey, wow, that's an awesome real estate video guide, and I'm a real estate agent, and I didn't even know that I shouldn't be saying these things and this cool stuff. Thank you. Doesn't mean that you've mastered that person. They're going to give you all their business, right? It's planting a seed. So this is the idea of building relationships online, guys. It doesn't happen instantly, but it also doesn't have to require your blood, sweat, and tears, right? It can be something scalable, repeatable. And that's why all the training that we talk about is very customer centric, ICP, right? Your ideal customer profile. And even if it's your networking opportunity, those should be your ideal person as well. So you understand what to offer them to build this relationship with them. You're like, hey, I'm in a group of cat owners, and I'm like, hey, I got this really cool dog resource. And they're like, yeah, okay, bye. You wouldn't do that. And so do the same thing in these other groups that we can connect to. Now let's talk about this, guys. Lead magnets. I've talked about this in now my past several trainings, right? I'm using a tool that essentially can be one of the things to build these lead magnets right now. That's Gavin, that's presentation, right? This can be an ebook, it could be a PDF, it could be what I'm doing right now, a video presentation on top of the information. So the idea, though, is that you can come up with a lead magnet, a resource, a freebie, a giveaway, something that says, hey, I know you're part of this group. That means you're this type of person, and that means you have this problem or would benefit from this resource. I was thinking of you when I made this resource, and I wanted to share it with you. And I'd actually love to hear your thoughts as well. That little bit of exchange, right? If you're connecting to people as a person, you're not saying, here, buy my thing. Then now we're a number and a product and a volume. If I'm like, hey, I know you have some issues, some problems, and I actually came up with this resource. So I was thinking about you, just like you. My mom, my cousin, my brother is in your same exact. I'm in your same exact shoes, and I wanted to share this resource that I think could help us both. And I actually would love your opinion and love your thoughts. Now all of a sudden we're in a conversation, right, where it's a back and forth. Yes, you're giving something. You're also asking for something that most people would like to provide, right? They want to know their thoughts and opinions are valued instead of just ignored and being like, who cares what you think? So this is a simple idea, is that when you understand the group that you're in, you understand the people that are in those groups, and then you understand what's something of value to them. And then you provide this value as part of your networking opportunity, right? This old school method of like, go for the kill, right? You like get into a group and you just start DMing people your cold pitch. I wouldn't go that way, right? I mean, if your cold pitch is something of awesome value tremendously for them, sweet, right? If it's a freebie for them, that's your cold pitch, sweet. But if it's something like, hey, I just joined this group and I'd love for you to buy my product right now, that's too short, right? You don't ask someone to marry you when you just met them. Hey, how's it going? Can I buy you a drink? Can we get married? It doesn't makes no sense, right? So this is the idea: is it's nurturing them just like you would in real life to build the parasocial relate. The difference is it's much easier and less expensive and less time consuming than building actual, relationships in person. Much easier, and you can do it at scale. So, this is it, guys. And this thing I'm using right now is often used to create these resources and lead magnets. And in the previous trainings I've done, this is a form on Dubb, right? You can connect your form to anything. And in fact, one resource I'll show you guys here that I'll also put in the chat, which puts all of this together. And I did this training yesterday, so I won't redo it, but it's actually how to turn any post into your own funnel. And if you guys saw the training, then you will have already been familiar with it, but I will share it for those of you that aren't. This is actually already on our Dubb Support YouTube channel. So Dubb Support YouTube. If you go to our YouTube channel, go to the live videos. This one was done yesterday, and that's how to turn any post into a funnel. And what it essentially talks about is borrowing other people's networks, going into their comments, into their groups, into those things, posting your lead magnet, your resources, in order to enter people into your funnel, right? So this is how the whole thing comes together. You're understanding who you need to connect with, where they hang out. You understand what their problems and how you can provide value to them. You come up with something of value to them. You offer it to them for free in exchange for their thoughts and their feedback. And hey, what can I do for you? Here's a resource. What else? Is there anything else? I'm looking to learn more about people in our community and how we're struggling with these same things. Right? When you approach it that way, it's much different than, do you want to buy? No, goodbye. Do you want to buy? No, goodbye. That's not the method that's going to work well for building long-term relationships online. So that's it, guys. If you need questions or access to any of these things, come to our website, dubb.com. You can hit the little bubble, say, hey, I'd like these resources. You can sign up, ask for them there. The point is these resources are also, some of them will be available on YouTube. Others will be behind a showcase or a resource or a form or something. So if you need access to any of these trainings or support, just come to dubb.com and check it out. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.